forward, and I'm going to bring Dee back in here.
Yeah, Dee?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I move to accept the letter with the changes that were discussed in deliberative session.
I'll second.
Okay. Any objections? We're sorry, Dee, that you can't hear that, but that's all right.
We just edited the last paragraph
And so we're
very
going
briefly.
we'll bring in a final at the next board meeting.
Can I urge
Actually,
that Lisa just send it to me when she's done? I'll do the
Fire it
formatting,
up.
get it ready for signature, and we'll just
I'm
sign it
comfortable
next time.
doing
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good with that.
Okay. So be it. And Jack, do you want to discuss that?
I'll give the mea culpa on 7B. I'm mostly done with the edits after our last meeting, but it was complicated, and unfortunately work got busy, and so my plan is to have it hopefully by end of next week, and then share it with the board electronically, so at least people
Okay.
can start weighing in on it.
Okay.
Because I think it's one that it's going to take some group editing
Sure.
on a pretty serious level. So unfortunately, I think we'll have to put it on to the next meeting.
Okay, well, then make sure that Dee gets a copy.
Certainly.
Okay. I must postpone until the next one. Next item on there. Dee, have you done a request for advisory opinion on 2018-6?
Is that the forced one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a draft, but I don't have access to the second, so I'll do the same thing. I'll circulate it.
Okay, very good. Okay, and
And that was a simple one.
who was handling the 2019-1?
It should say Ennis. I accidentally put Croft in there, but it should say Ennis.
Okay, so you're going to have those for us the next meeting.
Okay, just to refresh my memory though, what was that one? That was
Confidentially was
That confidentially was waived. That was Croft when he, I believe when he,
use of the individual accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, but remember how that ended up was he was going to write something up himself and then get back to us because it is for the purposes of an assembly policy. So
It was Croft.
yeah.
You're right, Dee,
Yeah.
and we were going to use that as the actual opinion.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. I can take care of that.
And you haven't heard from him?
no.
Well, he did send that out, so I can circulate that to the board just as an FYI. It's a done deal, and then I could make that available as the board's response on.
Well, can I suggest, Lisa, if you'd send that to me, and then I can look to see whether it's appropriate for us
Okay.
to adopt it as an opinion, or simply we say in response that he went forth and he drafted an assembly policy because it's entirely in their jurisdiction, and so I'm not
Perfect.
sure we need to do almost anything further, but
Okay, perfect. I will, Dee.
okay, thank you.
Okay, did you get with Terry on development of a new PowerPoint?
No.
Okay, that was good.
Could have predicted that one.
Can I say to the group what's sort of interesting is coming up in with the elections, there'll be a couple more new assembly people, and typically that Barbara Jones puts aside a day for training of them, and we have participated in ethics training in the past.
Yeah.
I think, David, were you involved in that last year?
Yeah, that was. I think that was the one with Eric Croft.
Yeah, well, he got grumpy.
Right.
His behavior in front of the group. But at any rate, I think that's going to come up again very shortly, and that'd be a great opportunity for me to take that PowerPoint we already have, figure out with the fire department how to modify it a little bit. So I think we have a good opportunity, and the idea of Terry doing interactive just hasn't worked for a year or two to have this higher technology.
Right.
And just to get something going that we have PowerPoints, they're easy enough to change.
Right.
So I'll just tell the group, I'll make an effort at that because I have to do it anyway for the assembly training.
Okay.
And that also, I can figure out the time for that if one or two people want to come if they want to join me. The last time, what sort of happened was just we had to just fly through that PowerPoint, so there really wasn't that much participation from other ethics people. But I think it's good for them to meet people, so it still worked. But it wasn't. It's not a leisurely passing on of knowledge, and we fly through that PowerPoint. They just mostly need to be exposed to the code and where things are.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'll let the group know when that is if someone wants to come.
Okay. Well, that's all I have on the agenda now. Board comments.
My only comment is how quickly we got through this today.
Hey.
Yeah, put Ted in charge.
Yeah, trains run on time.
So, do you have any comments, or? Well, do you have anything further?
I have nothing.
We have no audience.
There wasn't any draft code change. Did we talk about that, or was that?
Well, that was part of
Okay, yeah.
the collection that we were
Right.
going to put before the
All right.
committee. So, and then
Did we get the annual report?
it's yeah,
out? That
it's
went
out.
out.
It's out.
When
yeah.
did that go out?
Closer to the beginning of the year.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looked really good.
It looked
So-
great. Was it well received? Have you had any feedback
No,
from the assembly?
no.
Did you expect any?
No.
Probably
No,
not.
I mean I don't know. I don't care how. I feel like I don't care how many bells and whistles and
Right.
fanciness we put on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Dee, have you heard any feedback?
Not on this one, but I sure have in the past. So
Right.
Okay, well-
continually look at them.
Maybe we've set a new bar for ourselves.
No,
where
that's
they're
fine.
like just like
Yeah.
"Pfft,"
No, that's
that's
fine.
what they always do.
All
So.
right, no news is good news.
Yeah.
You hear? Yeah, I was going to say you mostly hear when the board
Right.
doesn't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, do you have any further comments, Dee?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Perfect.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you, Dee.
Thanks, Dee.